Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a supernatural horror film, Nightlight. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with a recording of Ethan, a high schooler who likes his best friend Robin. He tells the camera that he has tried to kill himself by overdosing on antidepressants, but he failed. This time, he plans to kill himself in the nearby haunted forest. Ethan shows a matching keychain that Robin gave him. He plans to ask her to the high school homecoming dance. A few months later, Robin goes to the haunted forest to meet with her friends. She heads to the meeting spot with her dog and gets nervous about meeting Ben, her crush. Robin meets up with Naya and Amelia. She asks about Ben, but gets teased by Naya, who secretly likes Ben too. Naya takes Robin's flashlight and asks her if she likes Ben, but Robin denies it strongly. Ben and Chris also arrive. With the group complete, they start going deeper into the woods. Robin cuts her hand on a barbed wire fence, but manages to pass safely. While crossing a river, Chris and Naya suddenly remember that Ethan killed himself in that very forest. They make fun of Ethan for committing suicide and hurl insults at him. They find a set of train tracks and fool around. Chris drops his flashlight and runs away from it. He rushes back to it, then tags Ben, who does the same. Amelia and Naya follow, but Naya stays longer to let the train catch up to them. After tagging Robin, the train appears in the distance and quickly catches up to Robin. Robin barely manages to dodge the passing train. While the group continues walking into the forest, Chris tells them that the forest messes up with any flashlights inside it. Suddenly, their flashlights start flickering. Convinced that demons are causing their flashlights to get messed up, Chris removes the batteries on his flashlight and tells them that the demons will turn the lights on for him. He walks backward, and his flashlight turns on even without batteries. The light abruptly disappears, but eventually turns back on, and Chris returns to the group. A branch falls from above, but Chris stops in time to save himself. While walking, Chris tells them that when the demons possess you, you start feeling sleepy and lose all sense of who you are. Chris warns them to never enter the old church in the forest, because the spirits inside the church will possess them. Once they get possessed, the demons will force the body to jump off a cliff. He warns them to never write their name in the forest, and that light attracts the demons. Naya shrugs off Chris' warnings. They play truth or dare, and Chris starts making a move on Amelia. They play a few more games before finally deciding to play the flashlight game. Robin gets blindfolded and starts getting nervous. Ben comforts her and tells her the rules. After counting to 100, Robin will remove the blindfold and look for the other players with her flashlight. When giving up, Robin has to shout "Nightlight" for the other players to reveal themselves. Ben leaves and only Robin's dog is left. Suddenly, her dog starts barking and backing away from an unseen force. Robin takes off her blindfold to comfort the bad-tempered dog. She grabs the flashlight and starts looking for her friends. She sees a flashlight in the distance and tells the person that she sees them and that they are out. The light suddenly turns off and Robin hears someone running away. Unsettled by the forest's ambience, she shouts out "Nightlight." After regrouping, Ben and Robin exchange flashlights. Robin tells Ben to take care of the flashlight since it was given to her by someone special. Naya offers her own flashlight to Ben, but he declines the offer. The group finds a dead animal and Naya blames Robin's dog. Shortly after, Ben is blindfolded and the group hides. Like earlier, the dog backs off when it sees something beside Ben. While counting down, a branch falls behind Ben and scares him. He bravely continues counting, but a shadow appears in the distance behind him and the flashlight is knocked over. He calls out to his friends, but there is no response. Ben removes his blindfold and the dog starts barking loudly. While looking for the others, he writes his name on a tree despite Chris' warnings and even taunts the forest, asking it if it wants his autograph. Ben hears a loud metal clank near him and investigates. He finds a triggered bear trap. All of a sudden, his flashlight starts flickering. He finds a trail of blood and a dead pack of wolves beside it. Finally, he gives up and shouts "Nightlight," but no one responds. He climbs up a cliff to get a better vantage point, but hears someone approaching him from behind. He turns around, but no one is there. Suddenly, the demon appears and rushes at him. Ben gets pushed down the cliff with the flashlight and dies. Meanwhile, Robin and Naya are separated from Chris and Amelia. Robin asks Naya to come with her and look for Ben, but Naya is too lazy. Naya is frustrated that she is stuck with Robin, who she clearly dislikes. Naya asks Robin if she knew Ethan. She asked if Ethan meant to kill himself when he went to the forest. However, Robin quickly dodges the question and leaves to look for Ben. Robin tells Naya to sit still and wait for her. Robin later finds Ben standing in the distance. Unaware that Ben has really died, she tells him that they have been looking for him. However, the ghost Ben only walks away. Robin is confused and follows him. She tells him to stop messing around, but her flashlight starts flickering. Robin ends up in a grave filled with crosses. Light starts flashing on and off in the distance. She shouts that she doesn't want to play the damned game anymore. The flashing lights lead her to a dark cave. Inside, she sees the light and hears laughter. She walks deeper into the cave and finds Ben's flashlight flickering on its own. A swarm of bats attacks her, and she rushes out of the cave. While looking back, Robin sees the demon chasing her. She finds her dog outside the cave. The dog barks at the demon behind Robin and runs away in a bad temper. Robin chases after the dog, but accidentally triggers a bear trap. She frees herself and continues looking for her dog. Suddenly, Chris frantically runs past her and tells her to run to the church. She tells him that she cannot run with her injured leg, but he is already gone. Robin later finds Naya asleep. She tries to wake Naya up, but Naya is unresponsive. She tries to drag the greasy Naya out of the woods, but fails due to her heavy weight. Robin finds Naya's camera on the floor. While looking through the videos, Naya finally wakes up and asks Robin why she left her alone. Robin tells her that she found her lying asleep in a different spot. Confused by what is happening, Naya confesses that they brought fake blood to scare Robin and apologizes. Naya says that Amelia and Chris are at the church, but Robin refuses to go. She tells Naya that she almost died in the cave. They both agree to leave, but Naya suddenly stops to rest. Robin also starts feeling tired and sick. The flashlight turns off. The flashlight opens and is picked up by an unseen force. Naya and Robin are seen sleeping on the floor. The flashlight suddenly drops, and Chris and Amelia arrive to find both girls sleeping. Chris tries to wake them up and realizes that they both have fevers. After screaming for help, Chris leaves to look for his phone battery to call for help. Amelia tries to wake the girls up, but a tree suddenly falls beside her. Robin wakes up and sees Naya holding the keychain that Ethan gave her. She takes the keychain and wakes Naya up. While walking, they find a blood trail on the floor leading to Chris' backpack. They open it and find giant condoms, fake blood, and some notes on the forest. The notes tell them to watch out for snakes and wolves. They also discover the church's location. Naya grabs the notes from Robin and reads about the signs of demonic possession. The notes confirm that the drowsiness and a sleep-like state are symptoms of possession. Naya starts getting worried as she and Robin experience the same symptoms just earlier. The notes also say that the victims had their names written in the forest before they died. While walking through the forest, Naya remembers a dream that she had. In her dream, she and Robin were on the same path that they are on now. Naya remembers being unable to move and seeing Robin standing under the fallen tree. Naya tells Robin that they were terrified because something was following them. Right then, a loud noise startles them. Robin asks Naya what happened next in her dream, and Naya says that Robin's nose started bleeding. Robin checks her nose, but there she is fine. However, Naya's nose starts bleeding. They both panic and turn off their lights while running away. They end up back in the cemetery, and Robin picks up a cross and throws it. Their flashlights start flickering, and Naya finds out that Robin's flashlight belonged to Ethan, so she blames Robin for having cursed them. They continue walking, and a lamp suddenly turns on above them. Robin reassures Naya that it is turned on because of motion sensors. They continue walking on the path as the lamps turn on one by one above them. They begin arguing about whether or not to return to the church, but are interrupted by a lamp suddenly flickering in the distance. They watch as the lamps along the path turn on and off one by one. Eventually, the lamp closest to the two starts flickering. After a few moments, the demon appears, and the two run away, but get separated. Sometime after, Robin finds Naya knocked out. Robin threatens to leave him alone if Naya doesn't wake up, but nothing happens. Unable to do anything, she sits down beside Naya and cries. Robin then tells the story of how she lied to Ethan when he asked her to the homecoming dance. Sick of being around nerds like Ethan, Robin told Ethan that she wouldn't be able to come to the dance. However, she went to that party anyway with the cool kids and got caught by Ethan. When Robin later found out that Ethan killed himself in the forest, she felt so guilty that she went to the forest to kill herself. She failed, but found Ethan's flashlight there. Suddenly, Robin's flashlight flickers, and she tries calling out Ethan's name. Unable to wake Naya up, Robin leaves on her own, but Naya suddenly gets pulled away in the blink of an eye. Robin reaches the river, but is attacked by a snake and falls into the water. She and the flashlight surface along the bank, and she continues forward. Robin finds Ethan's old car in the forest. Inside, she finds their matching keychain and a poster of the homecoming dance. Robin leaves her flashlight on the dashboard and looks around outside. She uses the flash of Naya's camera to look around. After noticing the demon's face in a photo, she rushes back into the car and turns the headlights on. Convinced that Ethan is haunting her, Robin decides to talk to him to resolve matters. She exits the car and uses the camera to search for Ethan's spirit. While Robin walks away, the headlights shut off and the car is flipped over. Someone picks up the flashlight and enters the old church in the forest. The person heads upstairs and finds a messy room. Suddenly, Amelia emerges from her hiding spot. The mirror also reveals that it was Chris that picked up the flashlight. Chris tells Amelia the flashlight belongs to Robin. He feels guilty about leaving her to die, but tells Amelia that they should leave. Amelia decides to wait for the rest of the group before leaving. While waiting, Amelia starts feeling sleepy. Chris notices that her fingers are bleeding and that she has mindlessly written her name on the floor. Amelia panics and Chris tries to comfort her with a prayer. The demons start banging on the door. Chris tries but fails to turn off the flashlight. He covers it with cloth instead. The flashlight suddenly gets knocked away and the cover is removed. Chris hurriedly puts the cover back on, but it is knocked away once more. The mirror falls and breaks in front of them. Chris reaches for the flashlight, but it is thrown down to the first floor. Shortly after, Chris' dead body falls as well. Amelia runs to him, but the demon pulls her away. She drops to the floor with bloody eyes and gets dragged away. While getting dragged, she tells Naya to stop, revealing that Naya has been possessed by the demon and is killing them off. Naya picks up the flashlight and exits the church. Amelia and Chris' dead bodies are lifted into the air and tossed to the side. Meanwhile, Robin finds Naya in front of the house. She notices blood on his hands and guesses that Ethan has possessed her. Robin enters the church and heads upstairs, where she finds their flashlights in a circle. The lights from the room below turn on. Downstairs, Robin finds Naya facing a closed door. Robin opens the door and enters. She finds lights hanging from the ceiling and sees another door inside with an inverted cross on it. Robin notices Naya approaching and locks the door behind her. Robin opens the door with the cross and kneels inside the small room. She apologizes to Ethan's spirit, but tells him that he shouldn't punish her friends for her mistake. Naya begins banging loudly on the door. The lights slowly turn off and the door shuts behind Robin. She is locked inside and gets possessed by Ethan. Possessed Robin walks out of the room and picks up the flashlight. The lights in the room get brighter and brighter until they eventually shatter. The flashlight suddenly drops and Robin picks up a shard of glass from the floor. She grabs the flashlight, leaves the room, and sees Naya standing outside, who has regained her senses. Naya starts talking to her, but Robin slashes her neck with a glass shard. Robin returns to the small room. Apparently, the names of the victims are scribbled inside that small room. Using the glass shard, Robin writes on the floor, "Ethan was here," confirming that Ethan himself was the one haunting them. Ethan walks out of the church to the nearby cliff. Still, inside Robin's body, he jumps down the cliff, killing Robin for good. Just as Robin's body hits the ground, the day begins to break, revealing the bodies of the other 4 friends on the ground beside her. The film ends with a video recording of Ethan. While crying, Ethan confesses that he's going to the forest to kill himself. He calls the video his final suicide note. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.